All right, and welcome. So, first live stream of the new YouTube channel because the other one got closed down. Got about 4 videos being uploaded like right now. Um, EJPT Black Box 3 just finished up, and yeah, we got some Linux commands, basic, Kenobi, and Torment OSCP box. Just some of the stuff that I still had saved and things like that. But today we're gonna do the Eternal Blue attack. I actually just did this one yesterday, but the video has some problems. Let me make sure there's recording. There's no problems. Okay, cool. It looks like it is. So the video actually has a problem. So we have to redo it again today, but that's okay. It's not the first time it'll happen, not the last, right? So let's go ahead and start this off. I already started up the room. Go ahead and get my VPN going. So I'm gonna do my. Let me actually go to scripts. I already have a script for it, and it is THM VPN. And there we go. All right, cool. That's up and running. So we should be able to ping this guy now. Let's go ahead and get this up and running. Clear out of there. CD back to home, and then we'll ping. And maybe we should be able to ping him. Maybe that was a lie. It's clear. Clear. Might have to restart Kali Linux here because it has just been up and running for a while. We are not able to ping him, but I may also not be on the correct Ethernet interface. I don't know. Let's try to ping 8888. Alright, so it's definitely not that one. Let's try this guy again. Alright, we're pinging him. We're just not able to ping him over there. Let's try one more time again. Right, I'm going to go ahead and restart the box or restart this Kali Linux machine like real quick because it has just been up and running for a while. So I'm going to restart him like real quick and we will start this. What we're going to be doing today while it's starting up is some Eternal Blue attack. The Eternal Blue attack was an NSA attack that was leaked quite a few years ago. Whenever the NSA was hacked, they leaked out a couple different attacks, things like that. They all start with Eternal something. Eternal Blue is made for Windows 7 and Windows 8. And also the servers that were made around that time too. All right, like I think server 2012, I want to say it is. Maybe it's 2006. I don't know. I'm not very good with the server side, but pretty much what it is an attack that allows us to be able to gain system admin privileges. So it's a pretty sweet little attack. Super quick attack also, and it's right on Metasploit, so you can just run it with just Metasploit. Super easy to do it, everything. And let me guess what's it, unit 0, unit 1, connect there, and we'll get this guy up and running, and hopefully everything goes good. Hopefully we don't have the same problem we just had, or else this video is also going to start off crappy to be the first video of the new channel here. Go ahead and log in. Go ahead and hack me, don't care. Let me actually do my other one, because since we got a new channel, I did start up another guy here. Yeah, use same password. Don't judge me. Alright, crack one, you crack a ball. Alright, cool. Let's get into blue. Room should already be up and running still. And let's go ahead and get this guy going. Alright, cool. We're pinging him. Alright. So, like I said, we're going to do Eternal Blue attack. Let's go ahead and look what we're supposed to do. Start machine. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's do our mmap scan here. So we'll do a quick mmap. I'm not really going to focus too hard on the mmap scan because it is called blue. I already know what we're supposed to do. It's Eternal Blue attack. So we have port 139, 445 open. So we know that this guy's screwed. We also have remote desktop open. Looking at these 3 ports, like right here, 139, 445, 3389, I know it is a Windows machine. Got it. Noted, okay? These 2 attacks, like right here, are used with MS17010. Boom, and we have 3 ports open under 1,000. So easy peasy, like right there. Let's keep it moving. All right. Like I said, this one's going to be pretty quick. It's a pretty well-known attack here. If you've never done it before, I would highly suggest you got to try Hack Me and do it. It is free. It is one of the free rooms. Really got to get rid of that bash or the bash problem that I have there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go into Metasploit. Actually, let's search Eternal Blue first. Search exploit Eternal Blue. And as you see, we got 3 Eternal Blue attacks here. All right. And we know that we have a Well, we do not know that we have a Metasploit 1 because it doesn't say Ruby in here. But these attacks like right here, you can try to use them without Metasploit. I was having some problems with them. Was able to kind of figure it out, but sometimes you need credentials and things like that. So let's go ahead and fire Metasploit. All right, be just script kiddies that we are. Just use Metasploit. Don't reinvent the wheel if it's already there. And let's go ahead and search for Eternal Blue. And that might actually be kind of hard to see, so let me go ahead and do that for you guys. There you go. All right, so we got our Eternal Blue. We are running out of Windows 7 machine. If we let this guy keep going, we did aggressive scan, did operating system scan, we would see that we're running out of Windows 7 machine. So we are running on him. We can also see, hey, is it vulnerable to Eternal Blue? Let's go ahead and do that first. So let's go ahead and use one. And show options. We'll set G. Okay, so that's going to be our, we're going to keep utilizing that same IP address. That means set global. All right. Oh, I might actually want to do set G our host, huh? There we go. Show options again. Doesn't look like anything else in here actually needs to be set to something, so let's run it and let's see if he's vulnerable. Host is likely vulnerable. Cool. If you don't want to do it that way, you could also use the nmap script. So we could also do a nmap script for SMB or MS17 tag 010. And there we go. There's our nmap script to see if someone's vulnerable. We go ahead and copy that. We'll do that like real quick too, just so you guys can see how that works. All right. And our target is 10.10.93.71. Right, and when that guy's done running, we can see that he is 100% vulnerable. Okay, so state vulnerable, risk factor high. All right, cool. So we ran our nmap script and we also ran our Metasploit script. Both of them say that we're vulnerable to that attack. So let's search for Eternal Blue again. Or we can search for MS17010, whichever we want to do. We're going to use 2. That's the exploit. Show payloads. Now, if you're following along with this, they want you to use one of these payloads. I believe it's this one like right here, or it's this one up here. I don't remember which one they want you to use. So 39 or 43, set your payload to that. All right. And then from there, you would then increase your permissions. We're just going to go straight into it. I'm not going to try to route through anything and increase my permissions. We're just going to hop like right in. So the payload that I have is already good for it because I already have a interpreter payload on here, so we know we're good for that. Okay. From there, a interpreter reverse TCP payload. So my IP address looks like it's good. I did set globally on that, but if you don't want to do that, you can always do a set global localhost ton 0. All right, we know that because if we do an ifconfig, we can see that 100% I'm using tunnel 0. All right, which is that IP address right there. Do not use these IP addresses. Okay, don't use your host machine's IP address. Use your tunnel IP address because that's where you're connected to try hack me with. And I have my remote host. That looks good. Remote port looks good. So let's go ahead and run this guy. We're going to run him and let's see what happens. Now we're going to get an interpreter shell. We are not going to get a regular shell. If you use the other ones, you're going to get a C drive regular shell straight into Windows. And then from there, you can background it with Control Z. And you can make an interpreter shell, which is actually part of this whole walkthrough and everything else. All right, see. So that's the payload that's set currently as. It wants us to escalate our privileges, and that's how you would create a interpreter shell. Is by doing pulls multi-managed shell to interpreter, and then from there you would be able to do it, do your sessions, set it to that session number, and that's how you do that. Other than that, if you just run just the attack straight away, you're already going to get an interpreter shell. We can go ahead and load Kiwi. Right, Kiwi is the new Mimikatz. If you go actually load Mimikatz, it'll load Kiwi for you. Yeah, we're in. I mean, we can do a hash dump and then give it a little, we got all your hashes, big guy. Let's go ahead and copy those. Let's go ahead in here, CD into, actually, let me remove tech RF John the Ripper. Where's John the Ripper's pot? Locate dot, or John dot pot, right? Yeah, John dot pot. We're gonna go ahead and remove that like real quick. Remove that file. We're doing this because if you already cracked these hashes before, if you cracked any hash before, it'll be a john.pop file. It will not crack them again. They're already sitting in that file, so we're just going to remove that file so you can actually see it go through the whole thing. Let's go ahead and make our directory, which I believe I already had one. CD to desktop, CD to try-hack-me. I think I already have a directory. CD to THM, CD to blue, Jesus. And I already have my hashdump.txt. I'm going to delete that. Remove hashdump.txt. And then we'll go ahead and make another one. Nano hash.txt. Well, that's not what I wanted. And get my hash down here. And we'll use John the Ripper format NT to crack those. X, yes, enter. So let's go ahead and do a John the Ripper tac format equals, we'll do a NT, and it's going to be a word list, tac word list, right, equals user share word list rocky.txt, and we'll go ahead and do that hash.txt. Let's see if that works. Unknown, yep, it's word list, not word list. There we go. All right. And we got John's password, ALQFNA22. So that took a total of about 3 seconds to get that. We already did our hash dump. We can go ahead and move into a shell if we want to. Go ahead and do a shell. And we're in their file system. Okay, that was easy, right? Let's go ahead and CD back into C drive. I believe there's actually a flag in here. Don't remember. Directory, there's flag1.txt. Now, I don't go hardcore in here on Windows machines. Linux machines, all about it. Windows machines, I think that they're a pain in the ass. But we could try to do something. Let's try to CD into Windows. And then we'll go into System 32, I think it is. CD into System 32. Is that how you spell it? Yep. Oh, wow. Okay. Wonder if there's a flag in here. Yeah, like I said, I'll go hardcore into this. So let's go ahead and do a remina. And our IP address was, I do not remember. Scroll up a little bit. Boom, boom. 10.10.93. 10.10.93.71. Okay, we're going to log in as John. Yes. Subject John. John VC. Yep. So let's go ahead and log in as him. Looks like capital J. And then we got ALQFNA. And we'll say OK. Now I'm going to show you something else we can also do with, oh, did that not work? Let me go ahead and just copy it. Oh, forgot the 22. Maybe I should actually type in the password appropriately. There, we'll just copy and paste. And I'm just going to log in like that. I'm going to show you something else too. We can also do a remote desktop. All right, so let's go ahead and background the session. Control Z, yes. Actually want to background the whole thing. We can also look up what services they're running. So if we're on John and we want to run something on Authority, we could migrate over to an Authority service, such as in the Spool SV, which is for printers, something like that. But let me show you, like I said, something else that we could do with remote desktop. Okay, so let's go ahead and clear that. We'll do a Hydra, and we're going to brute force remote desktop. John, password file is going to be user share word list rocky.txt. We're going to remote desktop into 10.10, whatever the heck you are. IF config, I think I can do that right. 10.10.93, 93.71. Okay, and that's going to be on port 3389. And that guy's going to try to brute force into remote desktop. We can also do an ARP in here. I don't think it, yeah, ARP-TAC-A, things like that. So we can see who else he could talk to. That's really big if you're trying to pivot, things like that. See other machines on our network. You can do a bunch of stuff here. Press question mark of interpreter. You can get a bunch of things. Retrieve all the credentials, Kerberos credentials. We already did our hash dump. Get system, attempt to elevate privileges on that system. All this stuff like right here. When I was in the shop the other day, we were doing things like this. We were recording the mic. We were doing webcam snaps, stuff like that. We could also see their desktop. Is that okay? So we could do a screenshot of their desktop. We could do a screen share. All right, let's go ahead and do a screen share. See if that actually pulls up. There you go. Okay. Obviously, it's not really very helpful like right now. But if we actually go to Remina, all right. See if this guy actually will actually hop in here or not, because it is through try-hack-me, so I don't know if he's actually going to go that hardcore with everything. But I should be able to see what I'm doing over here like right now. It doesn't look like I can. But since we are using Windows, I'm just going to remote desktop into it, and I'm just going to type in flag. All right. I'm lazy. There's flag 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if that Hydra's done yet. It is not. Still trying. All right, this might take a minute to do. By a minute, I mean like it might take a while for brute forcing. If you ever try to brute force something, it usually takes a while. We can also do a screenshot. Screenshot. All right, that's going to go ahead and save somewhere. So it's saved right there. So we can go ahead and we can move CZ, whatever it is. Let's go back to our home. Move CZ, blah, 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 to the desktop. And now if we go to our desktop, we can see that we have their screenshot now. All right, there it is. CZ, blah, blah, blah. There's screenshot. Okay. If this was a real system, it would actually be a screenshot of, the actual what they're looking at that time. All right. We can migrate in different processes and do like loaded keyloggers. So let's go ahead and do a PS, see what we're actually looking at here. Okay. And I'm going to migrate to explorer.exe. That's like where I want to migrate to, which is going to pretty much be able to log everything for me if I can actually find it. Excuse me, Hydra. Let me do this again. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, there it is, explore.exe, so 2740. So we're going to migrate into 2740. Hopefully we get into it. We'll find out. Might say no, go away, but we're going to try our best. All right, that completes successfully. And let's go ahead and run a key scan, start. All right, start a keystroke sniffer. So now if I come over here and I type in flag or Bank of America, bank account, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Let's go ahead and dump it. Key scan dump. I don't know if it's going to work with this guy. It will work if you set up your own lab, things like that. But yep, it worked. So there we go. So we backspace, we got flag, bank backspace, bank, there we go, of America, account, backspace a couple times, account, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. So that's how to do that. So we just got some keystrokes in there. So if someone's, logging to a web page, something like that, we can definitely see it there. You could also get into a file system like this and then turn on remote desktop. So we can actually look at how to turn on remote desktop from CLI. And this is how to turn on enable remote desktop using command line. All right, so that's how to turn that on. Windows 10 and Windows 7 are the exact same way. So even if remote desktop wasn't on, we could make it turn on once we're system authority. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. That was real quick, down and dirty how to do it. Go ahead and get back to this guy, make sure I didn't miss anything. We're already system. We did do a migrate process ID, just showed you that. We did crack his password with John the Ripper, and we found the flags because we were able to get into here. We were able to just get right into it, do our flags, and do our flag 1, 2, and 3. So that should be just about everything. I'll stick around for a minute, see if there's any questions, and hope you guys learned something on how dangerous Windows systems are, how dangerous Eternal Blue is, and what you're actually able to do with it. Hopefully this guy finishes. This is something you kind of do on your own time too, or you can make a vulnerable machine or whatever else to be able to go and do that with it. Let's see how long that lasted. Should be a good like 5 or like 15-minute video maybe. 19 minutes, pretty close. Pretty close. 19 minutes, get into a system, we get everything we want, answer questions with Eternal Blue. With also having to exit out and get back in. That's pretty quick. Hey, show mount. Actually, now that I'm still talking here, show mount will show you what drives are mounted. All right. If you're going through EJPT, it might be something that you might want to look up in order to how to do that. Pivot, manage pivot listeners, okay, how to pivot through and everything. And also another thing you guys can also do is to actually we'll do that another one. I'll get a couple machines up and running to actually be able to pivot through and then do an auto route. Auto route, right? I forgot how to do it, but yeah, we'll show that in another video to actually auto route things like that to be able to get into different machines. So I hope you guys learned something. This guy isn't done yet. I said do that in your own time. It all depends on where that thing's at in the file and everything, so it might take a minute. Where that password is, we're trying to brute force it, so it's gonna take a little bit. But yep, have a good one. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, that's about it.